Right, good morning. Well, it's Sunday morning. We're up reasonably early today, me and Dawn, and we decided to go off for a wander. I was thinking about it all day, all yesterday, where to go. So what we decided to do, well, actually we set off an hour ago, but we're going to walk to Lymefield Garden Centre. You all know Lymefield, where Tom goes a lot. Tom and Lydia and Alfred. So we thought we'd have a walk there and see if the cafe's open. We might grab a brew there, but along the way is a really nice walk. I'm trying to think now where we set. Oh, we set off from G-Cross, obviously from home, and we've walked to Attersley. And now from Attersley we've done a right, and we're walking down to Broadbottom, and then we're going to follow the River Etherow along to Lymefield Garden Centre. Quite interesting actually along the river. There's a lot of things to see. If any of you watched Joe Whittaker, you know Joe who lent us the digger and did a bit of work for Tom on the land, and yeah, if anybody watched his vlog, he did a walk along here with his dad a few weeks ago, and it was a really good vlog. So if you haven't seen it, watch it because it is really good. But there's an area now over here. I think it's more over to the right, Dawn. It's not down there. Yeah, it's that long ago, with her being nearly 60, she's forgot where she come. But Dawn actually come walk fishing with her dad down here when she was about 9 or 10 years old. So that's 50 years ago. That's a long time, isn't it? So like Dawn lived in, well, she come from Gorton, but she lived in Attersley. And as I say, she used to come with her dad, Jim. Unfortunately, Jim passed many years ago, but we thought we'd come and have a look at this pond. I don't imagine it'll look anything like what it looked like when Jim used to come fishing here, but we'll have a look. It's actually not a bad day today, to be honest. It's about 8-9 degrees, so it's nice for walking. Could do with a bit of blue sky, but you know, it's all right. Right then, so we've got the pond down here. It's probably drained a hell of a lot than what it used to be like. But do you know what? There was good fish in it. It had all your normal roach, perch, 1 or 2 carp and tench.
You just stood in a cow pat.
What did you say?
You just stood in a cow pat.
Right, I've stood in a cow pat. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, I've stood in a cow pat. Marvellous. So, and then in the bottom here, the house that we're going to come up to, the bottom's all farm. I used to do the gardens down here, and when my dad was alive, my dad used to come and help me with these gardens. It was a great place to come, to be honest, with my dad, because the river's right next to the house, and we used to bring a packed lunch and sit on the bridge and flick bits of bread in for the trout. So as you can see, the pond's quite low. I would imagine there's still bits of fish in there, but obviously not like it was. It was a fishing club originally, and now it's been neglected. So, and you've seen this walk before that I've done, not this walk, but that's Cownedge Way, Coombs Rocks, and then you look across to where we're looking across to, I can't think, Ludworth Moor. Yeah, Ludworth Moor. I forgot to zoom out then, didn't I? Oh no, then eyes will be back. So this is the house where I worked. They were called Halliwells, actually, people, if you're watching this vlog. Anyway, Janet and Graham. I'd like to know where you are now. Last I heard you were in Dorset. So yeah, we worked here. They had 2 gorgeous dogs. I'm trying to think of the name of them now.
Oh, I
can't think of the name of the dogs, but they had a German Shepherd and like a mongrel dog. But when they moved from here, they moved to live in Romley, which is close by to where we are. And I used to go house sitting looking after the dog when they went away on holiday. I used to go house sitting there, and it's great, the dogs. Was one called Barney? Barney and just can't think at all what it's called. Yeah, the name of the dogs have just come to me. The German Shepherd were called Jess, and I think the mongrel dog were called Barney. But we're just walking past these this garden now, and just have a look at these in here. These are really nice. The topiary on all these. I think there's looks like a giraffe. Anyway, remember to zoom back in when you that was so funny on that last vlog with them eyes, and I'll never remember. I mean, I get that carried away when I see some bird or something in the tree and I zoom in on it. I completely forget about what I'm doing. So we're walking down now to the River Etherow. Let's hope we can see something. We've just seen a bullfinch, so that's the first good bird of the day. Well, when me and my dad used to come down, as I say, and we'd cut the grass up there and we'd come down here for lunch. There was a bridge here. I do believe they built a new bridge. Well, there is a new bridge further down, but this was a bridge what we used to sit on. And under the branches that overhang in there, we used to flick bread in for the trout. Oh, it's a great little river, this, actually. This is the one that runs down through Compstall. Yeah, Compstall, isn't it? Well, last night we went into the Grapes to meet up with some friends of ours. If any of you watched the vlogs that I did in Portugal, my very first vlogs I think I did, although I'm not certain whether I did them on TikTok or on YouTube, I can't remember now. But anyway, our friends had come over from Portugal. They live near Portimao, and they've been over here for a week, so we met them in the Grapes last night for a few drinks. They used to live in G-Cross, but they've now emigrated to Portugal. I've been over to see them actually a couple of times. We miss them as well, to be honest. They're like sort of best friends, but they buggered off, so. Well, as I say, it was great to catch up, and we met the daughter as well, Katie and Stuart. They're getting married in 2025, and Kate asked me when we was in Portugal earlier on this year. Well, it's the end of last year, wasn't it? It's the end of last year. Yeah. If I'd walk her down the aisle with her dad, which, you know what, is a real honour when she gets married. So I'm really looking forward to that. Originally she was going to get married in Portugal, but they bumped the prices up. They were taking the mickey out of them a bit, so she decided now she's getting married here in the UK, and she'll be getting married in Strines at the Tin Church, I believe. Have I got that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Tin Church. So I'll leave that up to your own imagination, or you can Google it, Strines, the Tin Church, and you can see what it is. So it's not far now to Lymefield. Right, here's an idea for the baths. As a couple of you have commented on the vlogs, that your grandma used to have bits of flower gardens in the bathtubs, I should say. So yeah, that's a great idea. They're growing leeks in that one, so that obviously that bath doesn't leak. Oh, hello then. What have you got there, laddie? Hey, what have you got? Oh, he's a good dog, aren't you? Just looking at the age of these houses here. The old croft, 1676. I think our house was built in about 1773. We still got the old, the beams actually in our loft. Joe Witt's dad, John Witt, did a lot of work for us actually. And he were pointing out the beams that are in our loft. They've still got bark peeling off them. Incredible they are. It'd be really good actually to open our loft up into the bedroom like, and have it all, you know, as a bit of a feature, but you know what, I can't see it ever happening. We've only got a 1-bedroom cottage. Well, it's a 2-bedroom cottage, but we only use one as a bedroom, so we'd have to go away for a couple of months. So if anybody want to put me up for a couple of months, me and Dawn, well, we have our house done, you know, feel free to offer. We don't mind. Lovely view now, looking about, you know, where we've just been. Well, we've seen 1 or 2 bits of birds on the way down here. We've just seen some great tits, that sounds good, doesn't it? Can you say that? We've seen great tits, long-tailed tits and blue tits just on a bird feeder there at a house. And what I'm going to say is, where we're turning left or right? Right. Oh, are you sure?
No, don't know.
What does that say up there? What does that sign say? Have a look.
Private driveway.
Private driveway. Right, we're going this way. Yeah, I'm going to... yesterday, I spent all day, as I'd said, under my carport in my workshop, making nesting boxes. I made 6 blue tip boxes and a robin box, which, well, if you watch the last vlog, or the last couple of vlogs where and even Tom's vlogs, where I've turned the horse box, the old horse box, into a log store, I've had a robin in and out of there all the time I've been working. So I've made a house for it. So on tomorrow, Monday afternoon, I've got my apprentice with me tomorrow, Paul. He's retired and he's bored. He's not bored, but he said he'll help me out from time to time. So we're going to go down on the 110 and we're going to put all the nesting boxes up. So looking forward to doing that. There's another fishing pond here. Who's this? Private fishing? Let's have a look over here, what it looks like. Yeah, that looks quite a nice spot. So we're just coming up now, actually, I think, into where Lymefield Garden Centre is. Dawn's spotted something. Don't know what she's spotted, but... what have she spotted? What are these? The bleaching vats. So anybody who can tell me what these are about? Is this the...
When the works were opened and closed.
Samuel Maclean closed in 1913 and reopened in 1987. Well, that's in our era. So anybody who knows what these are, bleaching vats are used for? To be honest, I'm not really certain. We'll have to find out about that. Does that... oh, right then, that's what they're for. They're for dyeing. The dyeing vats. We'll just have a look. We've spotted a sign. Let's see what it says. Hodge Lane dye vats. So there you have it. We know what they're for now. The river's certainly dropped a lot from all that heavy rain we've had. You watched the Tom's vlogs, didn't you, of how high the river was and the damage and all the literature brought up. Well, it looks like the levels have dropped now, but we've had a nice couple of weeks, so let's see what happens. Yeah, the sun's starting to come out. It's getting a little bit warmer. The river looks nice and all here. A lovely spot. If you cross the bridge here, we did a walk last summer. It ended up being over 20 mile. In fact, Dawn, we come over that bridge and we walked up into Broadbottom to a pub. Can't remember the name of it. They called it Harewood Arms, Harewood Tavern. Not certain, but there's a little pizza hut outside. Not Pizza Hut the company. It's actually like a log cabin that do pizzas. So, I recommend it as a great stop for anybody who's in this area. It's saying the footpath's closed here. I don't know whether it's... oh, there's a few holes in the bridge, so yeah. They're probably condemning it a little bit, I don't know. But it's a lovely spot, this. And there's a dipper flying up the river. Might be able to get it on the bank. You can just see, if you look closely, it's white breast, it's running around on the rocks. Dippers, they actually go down the river underwater, looking for bugs and grubs under the rocks. It'd be great if it come a little bit nearer, but it's going to be blurred, it's such a long way off. But I think you might be able to make it out slightly. Lucky to get them actually. You see them a lot, but they always seem to fly when you get close up to them. Yeah, what I was saying about this, you can see it now. Did you see it dive in the water then? It's gone over onto the bank. Yeah, yeah. What was saying about try not to, as I'm walking and filming, try not to drop down one of these planks. Oh, it's flowing right up the river now, so I'm not going to get it. Yeah, we did this walk, me and Dawn. We walked from our house in G Cross over to Compstall, up onto Ludworth Moor, across the Cowan Edge Way, which is Coombs Rocks, which I showed you early on in the video. We're not far from there now, actually. Yeah, and then we dropped down into where we are now, and it was a good 20-mile walk that we'd done, and Dawn refused to walk any further. So we ended up going for a couple of beers in the pub, and she said, I'm not walking, we're getting a taxi. So we had to get a taxi up, looking at her, you know, like that. Oh, you never know, today could end up like a walk, you know, like a walk like that. No, I don't think so. We've got to be back. We've got to be back today. City play Arsenal away at 4:30. Pardon?
Which way?
What are you saying?
Which way?
Which way? Have I zoomed in? Oh, I'm still...
Oh no.
We don't know. We don't know which way we're going. That might just be I don't know. Let's walk this way. Bloody hell, that zoom in, zoom out. That's we're looking at that dipper, isn't it? I bet my head's like Humpty Dumpty again. She just informed me now as well that she's hungry. So we're hoping they've got a nice soup on. We're going to have a soup here and a sandwich. Right, we've just spotted the dipper again. Walked a bit further up the river and you watch it fly off as it. Yeah, it's bloody fun. Zoom out. Zoom out. Don't say, don't show my head that big on, on this vlog. Right, we're getting there, we're nearly there. There's a little sign here showing. It's a good walk actually, this, nice walk. So we've walked from Hodgefold and now we're heading into Lymefield. And this is what Joe's just done on the lane as well, these have been laid. So as you can see how far you cut through. In fact, they're actually budding as well. This is sycamore. I've never seen sycamore laid, but there you are. Learn something every day. So obviously this is all connected with the old mill that's here. I'm not 100% certain. I'll have to ask Joe Witt. He's quite knowledgeable on what happens down this area. So right, we're here. Lymefield Garden Centre. In fact, this is where I bought, when Alfred was born, me and Dawn, we bought him that pine tree, which is in a pot next to the front door. Oh, I can't wait to see that actually. We could do a moving that one day onto the land when he eventually builds his house down there. So any of you who've never been to the Lymefield Garden Centre, they've got this cracking outdoor section here. Anything you can buy, anything you want, you've got here. They've also got a landscaping section to it, where they do all the pavings, gravels, soils, anything like that. Logs, 16 quid a bag. I don't pay that much for it. We've also got a nice inside section as well. We're heading through into the cafeteria now. Well, Dawn is, she's starving as I said. And they've got a cracking butcher's shop as well. What a display there. What I will say, if any of you are coming here for a meal on a Sunday, like, make sure you book, because we've just been told to stand in the glass house. There's a 20-minute waiting for the meal, so we're not standing in here, are we? Because it'll do me head in. So we're going to have a walk outside, come back in 20 minutes. Dawn's slavering now, she's that hungry. Oh, hang on a minute, she's spotted something. No. Look at the So she's spotted a basket. I don't know what she's looking at. No idea what she's looking at. But you want a basket? This is a place to go. Oh, she wants a log basket. No, we're not going to be carrying that back to G Cross, are we? No, we're not. We've got a nice display of primulas and wallflowers. Yeah, it's certainly a sign of spring coming. Yeah, certainly a sign of spring. Anyway, what we've decided to do, we've crossed our name off the list and we're not eating there because it's absolutely rammed full. Won't be comfortable. So I remember Joe Witt in his vlog, he brought his dad here and when they got here it was shut. So we've got here and we've got the same problem. It's not shut, but it's absolutely chocker. And it'd be too uncomfortable for us eating in there. We're a bit warm after our walk, so we're going to find a pub, downstairs. Find a pub's a great idea. But there's not many pubs in this area. There is that tavern, but I don't want to go there for anything to eat. So I don't know what we're going to do. We'll just carry on with the walk and end up with another 20 miler, I would imagine. Don't see your face then when I said that. Right, so we've walked away from the cafe. We thought about going up into Broadbottom for something to eat there, but we've changed our mind. We're going to head back, probably a bit of a different route, back to G-Cross. But we're just going to say hello to these ducks before we leave. This is another little pond by the side of the Lymefield garden centre. These are just all mallards, all of them. So you never know, the nature area on the 110 might look like this one day. You never know. So we've got, as I said, I don't know whether I said earlier, today's City play down in London. They play Arsenal today. It's a massive game for City. In fact, every game is a massive game for City. So I think we kick off at 4:30 today. So we're going to, I don't know whether we're going to go out and watch it or watch it at home. Not really decided yet. Just seem to change my mind every 10 minutes. Do I change my mind a lot?
All the time. There's 11 male ducks and 10 female. That's
Right.
why they're getting angry, the males, because there's one interloper.
An interloper. Did you get all that? An interloper. Right then. Okie dokie. So, as I say at the end of every one of my vlogs, if I remember to say it, is, you know, if you like what you see, it's only been a short walk today, but it's been alright. We've enjoyed it. Yeah, if you like what you see, subscribe to my channel at Andy the Gardener G-Cross. Leave a like and ding dong on that bell, and as I say, some of you get the notifications, some of you don't. So see you all for now. Ta-da.